Yom Kippur is perhaps the most misunderstood day of the year. If you would ask the average child, and perhaps even the average adult, what is the saddest, most difficult day of the year? Many would say Yom Kippur. We're in shul, we're not eating, we're not drinking, we're davening all day. It's very long, it's very tiring. But in fact, we know that Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, is the saddest day of the year, and Yom Kippur is the happiest day of the year. Yom Kippurim, a day like Purim, a day of celebration, a day of simcha. There's a solemn aspect to it, but it's a day that we should be happy. And what is the happiness? What is the source of the simcha of Yom Kippur? And it's based on the fact that on the 10th of Tishrei, on Yom Kippur, Hashem said to Moshe, Salachti kidvarecha, I forgive the entire Jewish people like your word. This was months after the Chet HaEgel, the sin of the golden calf, the ultimate betrayal against Hashem of the Jewish people. And Moshe went and he davened 40 days at a time, and another 40 days from the beginning of Elul, ending on Yom Kippur. And it was that last 40 days that Hashem said, I accept your tefillah, and I'm going to forgive the Jewish nation, not only now for the sin of the Egel, but for future generations as well. But the simcha is even greater. The simcha is not as an individual, that I am forgiven for what I did, but we as a nation are forgiven for our communal and our collective sins. We begin the Yom Kippur prayers with the Kol Nidre, and the introduction to Kol Nidre is that we ask permission from the Beit Din Shel Ma'ala, from the heavenly court, that even the most wicked of people should be able to daven with us, that we look out and we are concerned about the welfare of others. And we spend a day together, perhaps in our own individual shul, in our own individual community, but we are part and parcel of a global nation, of the global Jewish people. And that is a great simcha. That is the power by which Hashem says, Salachti, I forgive you. When we think not only of ourselves, but we think about the needs of others, there's no greater simcha, there's no greater joy in the eyes of Hashem. And that's why he comes at the end of Yom Kippur and he says, you are forgiven. You can begin the new year with a new page, a daf chadash, a new slate, to start all over again. Start from square one in a positive way as individuals and as a nation. And I wish all of you that you should have a Yom Kippur that is full of bracha, full of health, and full of the atonement achieved by thinking not only of ourselves, but caring for others as well.